The waves are hitting from the boat. Who says we don't have waves on a lake?
Like a cool drop of rain coming down from a clear sky. Oh yeah. Like a honeybee taking off that really shouldn't fly. Oh yeah. Like a snowflake falling down on a summer day. It's just amazing. It's 1,000,000 to 1, 1,000,000 to 1. It really couldn't be. Oh, 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 oh. You're my kind of one of a kind. Oh, 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 oh. I'm gonna get out there and say it.
Hey Remarkable Lifers, this is Craig. So today I'm just out walking around on the Malecon here in Ajijic, Mexico, and taking a little time for myself just to think and clear my head. And I had a few thoughts that I'd like to share with you, so I'm gonna go find a place to sit down in the shade and I'll have a conversation with you. So stay tuned. So the Ajijic Malecon is a pretty special place. It's very well known as a destination here, and during the week when there's not a lot of tourism and we're on off season right now, it's a very peaceful, quiet place. It's also a very active place. If you come out on a Sunday, you got all the families out here enjoying the outdoor space. But look at this, just look at this view.
It's 1,000,000 to 1, 1,000,000 to 1. It really could be. Oh, 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 oh. You're my kind of one of a kind. Oh, 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 oh. I'm gonna get out there and say it, 'cause.
So today I'm out here on the Ajijic Malecon, just kind of hanging out. I brought my notepad, I brought my camera, and today, I'm just kind of a little introspective and contemplative, so I thought I would share a little bit of my thoughts with you guys and maybe make a little bit of a different kind of video. So today I was thinking about how we get caught up in our channel trying to get you guys information, and we share things like what it's like to live here. We share things like what it's like in low season, traffic, how to do certain things, the places we like. But what we've forgotten is to share a little bit of the soul and to bring that message back to what is a truly remarkable life and what are we doing here to begin with. So for those of you who are new, thank you for joining us. This is a little bit of a different kind of message. Definitely check out our old videos. We have plenty of them on what it's like to live in Ajijic and various cities around Mexico, as well as just how to do certain things, what it's like in low season, what the climate's like, what it's like to buy things here. So check all of that out, and thank you for joining us. If you're returning, I hope you like a little bit more depth once in a while. That's what we're doing today. So I think it's time to have a chat. Let's get real about some things. So today I was thinking of this proverb or saying. I won't attribute it to anybody because, well, it's attributed to like 400 different people. But it is, we don't see things how they are, we see things how we are. This is especially poignant if you are coming here to live or even to visit, check it out. You have to realize that you're bringing your own perspective, your own conditioning from the place that you're coming from, and that you're going to see this town how you are. And that means that if you have prejudices against people, if you have a desire to have a comfort in your life that may not exist here or that's beyond your reach here, or if you don't like rough roads, we have lots of cobblestone streets. So all of those things, but also in a deeper perspective as far as the culture and how people see the world here. And it's just, I can't stress enough that moving abroad in general, but also especially here in Mexico, will absolutely change who you are or who you think you are. And it will make you look at some things very differently. And so I want to talk about a little bit of that. Let's break it down a little bit. So when you're coming to Mexico and you bring your own kind of thought processes, what does that mean? It means that we've grown up in a society that values certain things. And while Mexico is very similar in many ways, there's a lot of big differences. And I often say things like Mexicans value what's on the inside, not what's on the outside. That's evident in homes here. There'll be a nice wall around the outside of a house here it's not particularly beautiful. And in the United States, we like to make sure that everything is right up front. The home is nice and fresh and clean and beautiful and landscaped, and our yard is mowed. That stuff is for us inside when we're in Mexico. But outside, sometimes appearances are important elsewhere. I want to talk today about what you can do to kind of prepare yourself to become a learner, to become an observer. And when you move to Mexico, that's one of the biggest things that you're going to want to do. You're going to want to prepare by trying to learn some Spanish. You're going to want to learn all of the rules and regulations for what it takes to come here. Yeah, all of that's true. But what you can't prepare for is that cultural stuff and how people treat you. And it's amazing. It's amazing that how people react and treat you in Mexico is such an eye-opening experience. To walk down the street and just have a random stranger say hello to you doesn't seem like a big deal, but when it happens a lot and you sense a genuineness to it, it starts to make you see that doesn't exist in some other places. A big thing that you have to do is kind of accept what is, that you're going to be uncomfortable. So you come here and things are different. You may not speak the language well. You may not understand what it takes to get certain things done. Accept what is. You're going to have to ask for help. That's why this is such a tight-knit expat or foreigner community where we help each other. People show up new, and many people will just give you their number and say, if you get lost, give me a holler, maybe I can help. Because they've been through it and they understand what it's like. So it's a very different environment. And not only do you have kind of a cruise ship mentality where everybody's instantly friends, but you have a lot of people here who are like-minded in that they have made this big change. And you're going to experience that firsthand. And you'll be amazed by it. It won't be easy all of the time. It just won't. Some things are going to be difficult. Where to buy things. You can't figure out how to get something fixed at your house. The landlord doesn't react in the same way that you expect a landlord to react. You might have to pay for something to get repaired versus the landlord paying for it, because that's kind of a thing here. You rent the house, now take care of it. It's really about, it just won't always be easy, and you need to be prepared for that. And that's why you build a network when you get here. But turn yourself into a student again. Prepare to be amazed by what you're going to learn, but also prepare yourself to be a student. A student of the people, of how they behave, of the noise levels as you're hearing a truck go by. It's just different, and you're going to have to understand what the motivation behind those things are and how they've evolved in the culture so it doesn't bother you, so that you understand it. It doesn't seem random. And then reassess every so often. Once in a while you think, and this has happened to me, I think that I've gotten comfortable in living here, and then something happens and I'm like, oh, maybe it's just a challenge, or maybe I can't find something, or maybe I get irritated by the noise. And then I realize it's a special religious holiday, and there's a lot of people doing very interesting things, and that I'm paying attention to the noise. I'm not paying attention to this amazing celebration that's going on 2 blocks away from me, that I would be welcome at. It's a matter of reframing what you think you know and allowing yourself to relearn. I don't always like everything here in Mexico. I know that, and I know KJ doesn't either. There's a few things that get on our nerves. Some little things like the cobblestone streets, big things like not being able to do what we want when we want, because that just doesn't exist in this little town. to maybe random things cost so much money here, whereas other things don't. Sometimes things are not what I expected. You know, I came here expecting, I kind of came here open-minded, but you still have these built-in expectations, and you're like, that is not, I don't know what I expected, but that is not it, you know? And a lot of times that's a good surprise, like the people are amazing, and, you know, inviting you to their home for food, and you're like, what do they want? No, they don't want anything. They're being genuine, helping you find your way, referring you to family or friends for services that you might need. It really is a thing. And also, it's the exhaustion of the constant learning. You know, you're going to put yourself in a situation where you are the newbie. And that's hard. Anytime you walk into a new classroom and school, anytime you walk into a new job, a new social situation, you're going to feel uncomfortable. Some people do, some people don't, some people more and less. But you need to be prepared, because you're going to be learning constantly. Every bit of the language, it's a daily thing. Every bit of where to do things, how to do things, what it costs, what it should cost, how to do your paperwork, how to interact with locals, police, government officials. Everything is learning. And I can honestly say there's not been a day that goes by that I'm not learning something. Fortunately, a lot of that is positive. There's just not a lot of hard lessons that I've learned here, but there are a few, you know, like maybe we shouldn't have sold all of our furniture because furniture is extremely expensive here, comparatively. So it's a thing, and it's a decision that you have to make up front and understand that you're gonna be learning constantly, and some days you'll just want to stay home and veg because it's tiring, and that's okay. Another thing that I find difficult here is that we do have a lot of expats and foreigners, and I'll be honest with you that not all of them are as open-minded as you and I, right? You're pretty open-minded, I can see it, but not all of them are. And they come here and sometimes people turn bitter because things are too difficult, or they just thought that every place was like the United States or Canada or wherever they're from. And it's not the case. And so they experience the challenges, which maybe some of us fly right through, but they don't. Or if you look on some of the groups on Facebook, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You have to be able to weed those things out and not get caught up in it. If you are the kind of person that's sitting in your home posting those things, I am so sorry for you. I am so sorry. There is such a vibrant community around here. If you get involved, if you do something, if all you're doing is criticizing people every day, all day long, you're going to be miserable. And I think those people are miserable wherever they are. I will say a lot of the groups around here are making efforts to clean things up and to keep people from, you know, going amok. But you have to be prepared to weed all of that out. And that's in real life too. That's in person as well. You know, our philosophy here, coming here and trying to do these videos, is that we want to learn and then teach. We don't want to be the people that go do some research and put out a video and tell you what you should do, only to find out that information was based off of incorrect or incomplete information. And we don't want to even pretend that our information is complete, because your experience may be so different, and we're doing our best to actively learn, find out about things, and then that allows us to have some level of information, and we do that for you. And we try to innovate on our channel, come up with new ways of doing things, new ways to talk, new ways to share stories with you. But I want to kind of just recommit that we're going to try over the next year to do some innovative things and to try to bring you valuable content based on what you've been giving us back. And a lot of that is you want us. You like us, which is so humbling. And sometimes it's easy to get out of that because it's easier not to show you the real us. It's easier just to talk about a topic and not show you the depth. And I want to change that. I want to show you why something has contributed to my truly remarkable life. I want to show you how you can hunt down that truly remarkable life for yourself, whatever that is for you. Picking up and moving to another country right now is absolutely insane to many people. That's okay. Does it make sense to you? There you go. That's all you need. The good far outweighs the bad. It has completely changed my philosophies on life. It has completely changed what I thought I knew about myself, what I thought I was capable of. And I want that for you.
It's amazing. It's a million to one. It really could be. You're my kind of one of a kind. I'm gonna get out there and say it, 'cause there ain't gonna be one more like.
So let me share a little bit of a tip with you if you come down here. Bring 5 pesos. Bring your 5 pesos pieces, because if you need to use the bathrooms here, they collect 5 pesos. Hey, if you haven't already, go find your truly remarkable life.
You're my kind of one of a kind. I'm gonna get out there and say it, 'cause there ain't gonna be one more like you, no. Ain't gonna be one more like you, no. Ain't gonna be. I could search high and low, but I know that there ain't gonna be one more like you, no. You're my kind of one of a kind.